Hello everyone. As you all know that today's topic is, or these days we are actually discussing about the topics which are important for your exam. We are trying to make the concepts maximum simple so that you will not have any doubts in doing, or when you are attempting question from those kind of topics you will not have any doubts. So without further delay, let me reveal the topic for today's discussion, that is basically the forfeiture and reissue of the shares. So again you must be thinking forfeiture and reissue. We have already done a lot of videos on that topic where we are explaining questions and all. Today we are, though the question is actually displayed, we are not going to solve the question completely by doing the journal entries and all. We are taking a different approach where you will be, or you are the ones who are going to solve the questions from the question that is being shown on the screen. I will be just explaining the main concepts, or what are the things that you have to remember while attempting such a question. Rest of the part is for you. Okay, so I'll explain step by step what are the things that you have to check when you are getting a question like this. What are the important things that you have to remember while attempting this kind of questions and all. So without further delay, why to make it bored? Let us begin. So one company is given, company's name is given, KN Limited, invited applications for issuing 6 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each. First of all, the thing that you have to remember, each line by line we will check or we will discuss, and what are the important things that you have to note there. Equity shares of rupees 10 each. When they say of rupees 10 each or of rupees something, that of stands for, that means the value which is given here is actually the face value. So first thing that you have to remember when you are getting a question like this is to check what is the face value of the shares. Face value of the share, it is given here as 10. Okay, so that is given here. So first thing that we extracted from this is face value of the shares, and also you can mention, you can have a check on how many number of shares are there. How many number of shares are there? 6 lakh. 6 lakh is there. So 6 lakh shares of rupees 10 each are being offered at a premium of rupees 3 per share. So that means these shares are issued at 13 rupees. When I say issued at 13 rupees, the 13 rupees is the issue price. Issue price means what? Basically issue price means the amount the shareholder has to pay to get this share in total. Face value means what? You can just take it as the MRP of the share. What is MRP? When you are buying a product and all, there will be MRP, right? MRP means what? The maximum price that you are going to pay. Here MRP doesn't mean the maximum price. Here it means the original price. Just take it like the original price of the share. Okay. Issue price means the what you are going to pay to get the share completely. Okay, what you have to pay, how much you have to pay. Now when you are comparing these two values, the difference that you will find out whether these shares are issued at par, premium or discount. So next step is to find out whether these shares are issued at par, premium or discount. Whereas normal questions, when they are issuing shares for the first time, discount cases are not there in the syllabus of class 12 exams. That means for us, when the shares are issued for the first time, now the doubt that you will be having in your mind is, reissue time we are reissuing at discount, and what is this guy saying, right? Okay, that is reissue case. Once the shares are getting forfeited and it is given to someone else, we can reissue at a discount. First time when the shares are issued at a discount, the entries related to that is not a part of our syllabus, so that is not coming in this concept. So we are only thinking about whether it is issued at par or premium, because the shares details which is given here, these shares are issued for the first time by the company. They didn't say that already they cancelled 6 lakh shares, now they are reissuing the 6 lakh shares. They didn't say anything like that. That means the shares are issued for the first time. So when the shares are issued for the first time, it can be issued at two prices only. Either it can be issued at par or it can be issued at a premium. Now the thing is, what do you mean by par? What do you mean by par? So par means basically, if the issue price of the share is same like face value, then we can call it as par. Issue price of the share is same like face value, we can call it as par. That means here if the issue price is 10 rupees, issue price of the share is 10 rupees, we can call it as par. Okay, that is the meaning of this. So when the shares are issued at a par means here according to the question face value is 10, the amount that is going to be paid by the shareholder is also 10. In that case we can call it as issued at par. Okay. Now the next is, so here anyways they are saying issue price is 13, so issue issued at a premium only. Now the thing is like, what about the difference between this issue price and face value? As you can see here, issue price is 13 according to the question, face value is 10. So difference between these two, obviously the customer is paying. We are taking shareholders as a customer for the sake of this question, and for this today's discussion we are taking shareholder as a customer. So how much customer has to pay? 13 rupees. How much is the actual value of the share? 10 rupees. And what about the extra 3 rupees that they pay? That 3 rupees is called as securities premium, and that money will be kept in a separate account that is called securities premium account. So hope I made that concept clear. So again coming back to the question, this much details we have extracted already. Now they are saying on application and allotment rupees 3 per share, on first call rupees 4 per share, and on second and final call balance including premium, the issue was oversubscribed by 1,50,000 shares. So usually when we come across a question, or the most of the question that you have done so far will be like this: application this much, allotment this much, first call this much, second call this much. Here they are mentioning like this: application and allotment this much, 3 rupees, first call rupees 4 per share, second and final call again balance. Usually application will be separately given, allotment will be separately given. Here application allotment is together given. So if application is given separately means we will call it as application money, allotment is separately given means we will call it as allotment money. Here application and allotment is used, that means together for application and allotment they are collecting only how much? 3 rupees. Now the thing is like, we need to check, okay, what is the split up. So next thing, the data that you have to extract is the split up of the share prices. So here as you can see, application they are saying 3. Yes, application and allotment 3. Next is first call. After application allotment, next they are talking about first call. First call is 4. Then next one is second and final call. Second and final call balance. So now the next problem is, what is this balance? We need to find it out, right? To find the balance, we can do 2 methods. If you are considering the premium part of the share, as you can see here, balance including premium is mentioned. That means in this balance, there will be 2 part of the amounts. 2 part of the amounts when we split up. That means here in this balance, there will be face value part also, premium part also. What did I mean by, or what does it mean by face value part? Face value part means what? See, you can see here application allotment 3 rupees given. First call 4 rupees are given. Did they mention the word premium there? No. That means we know that premium is rupees 3. So they are not, this 3 is also not with this including this 3 rupees. This 4 is also not including the 3 rupees. That means this 4 and this 3 belongs to the total face value 10 rupees, because the total issue price is can be split into 2 parts: total face value plus total premium, which will give us total issue price. Total issue price is how much? 13 rupees. That means this 13 is split into 2 parts: face value part and premium part. So when you do like this, face value part is 10. That means application allotment 3 rupee which is given there is part of face value part only. First call which is given here is also part of face value part only. Premium is included in the second and final call. That means premium completely goes to this part. So if you want to find out the face value part of this installment, how to do it? You know that very well that if you are adding all the installments face value part, you should get the total face value as how much? 10, as you can see here. So here already this 3 rupee which is given here is face value part. This 4 rupees which is given here is also face value part. And the next value, only one value is left. Face value part of that value, if you are adding, you should get 10. So 3 plus 4 is already gone. So totally we need to get 10 in the face value. So if you remove this 4 plus 3 from the 10, what is remaining? 3. That is one way to find out this 3 rupees face value part. Okay. If not, next way is like this. You just take the total issue price. Total issue price is how much? 13. So when you are adding all these values together, 3 plus 4 plus, suppose this value we don't know. So that missing value plus this 3, we will get what? 13. So if you remove these 3, this 4, this 3 from the face value, that means total value we know that it is 13. Application rupees 3 should come there. Allotment, application allotment rupees 3 should come there. First call rupees 4 should come there. And the final call 3 premium also should come there. And one more value is there. That value, in order to find, what to do? We just have to remove all the other values. So 13 minus 7 minus 3. That means you will be getting how much? 13 minus 7 minus 3. 13 minus 10. 13 minus 10 means 3 rupee. What is this 3 rupee? Face value part of the installment. So now that we got. So this is how we have to extract the values. Hope you understood. One of these methods you can follow to extract the final amount. Now the issue was oversubscribed by 1,50,000 shares. Next term that you have to focus on is the word oversubscribed. What do you mean by oversubscribed? What do you mean by oversubscribed? Oversubscribed means it is a condition or it is a situation where the number of shares for which the public has applied, you know already the process of buying a share. If I am interested in buying a share, I have to apply for the share. So when I am applying, obviously people from different parts of the region will be applying for the shares. But totally the number of application that is received by the company may be more than what is available to be given to the public. Possible, right? That situation is called oversubscription. So here oversubscribed by 1,50,000 shares means what does it mean? Totally we have offered, oversubscribed by 1,50,000 shares means totally we have offered 6 lakh shares plus 1,50,000 shares application came extra. That means applications has been received for 7,50,000 shares. 7,50,000 shares. That is the meaning of oversubscribed by 1,50,000. Already how much is there? On top of that we have received 1,50,000 shares extra applications. So this is the meaning of oversubscribed by 1,50,000. That is there. Now obviously next question that arises in the mind of the people who is going through this question is obviously then how can we give them shares that they applied for? So obviously we cannot give them how much? 7,50,000 shares. So totally if I am the company, I have received application for 7,50,000 shares. Can I give 7,50,000 shares to everyone? No, because I have only 6 lakh shares with me. So somehow I have to manage this extra 1,50,000 applications. To manage that situation, we have got 3 options. First option is completely we can ignore this 1,50,000 shares applications. That situation is called full rejection. What is that called? Full rejection. We can reject the entire 1,50,000 applications. When we are rejecting it, what are we supposed to do? Suppose I am the company. When people are applying for a share, obviously they will pay application money. So I have received application money of how much? Application money already we found. Application allotment together it gives us 3 rupees. That means those who applied for the shares has paid already 3 rupees to me, right? So 1,50,000 to 3 will give us how much? 4,50,000. So 4,50,000 rupees I have collected, right or not? 4,50,000 rupees I have collected. When I am rejecting their applications, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to keep this money with me? No, I have to refund it. So these 4,50,000 should be refunded. 4,50,000 should be refunded. If I am going for what? Full rejection. Okay. Next option that I have got is, after discussing the various cases, we will go back to the question and see out of these options what did company decide or what did company adopt. So next option that is available is all of the students' favorite topic, which you consider as very hard, Most of the students used to find it very confusing. Because of this topic alone, some students used to hate this topic. So let us break it down today. Let today be the last day that you are having that confusion. So pro rata allotment means here we have received application for 7,50,000 shares. We are not rejecting anyone's application. We are giving them, accepting all the applications, but while giving them shares, we are going to give them only 6 lakh shares. In the previous case, what was the situation? We have in complete rejection, whatever extra applications came, the complete applications were rejected, and whatever money was there, we are refunding it back to the shareholders. Not, we cannot call them shareholders also, applicants. Here what is happening? Pro rata 7,50,000 shares application came. We are not sending any kind of rejections to anyone. We are accepting all the applications, but while giving, we will give them 6 lakh shares only. That means obviously same like full rejection case, here also we have extra 1,50,000 shares, 3 rupees with us. That is how much? 4,50,000 rupees with us. So here we will not, normally we don't have to refund this amount back. So here refunding will not happen. Instead of that, this 4,50,000 rupees can be used to cover the upcoming installments. That means those who have applied for 7,50,000, when we are giving them 6 lakh shares, obviously they have to pay after allotment, application allotment. What is the next stage? First call they have to pay 4 rupees. Second and final call they have to pay 6 rupees in total, including premium. So for covering those amounts, we can use this extra money that we received. Instead of refunding it, we can use it for the next installment. Okay, that should be given in the question for which installment we can use it. If nothing is mentioned in the question, that rule is not applicable. If nothing is mentioned in the question, we can use that extra money only for allotment, because most of the question that you will be getting for boards will be like this: application this much, allotment this much, first call this much, second call this much. So once we receive any extra application money and we are going for pro rata allotment for that category of applications, then those applications extra money which was received by us can be used for allotment. If still extra money is there with us, it has to be refunded. That is the rule. Now in this question, application allotment came together, so we don't have to bother about this. We will check what option they have chosen, and at that time we will discuss what they are going to do with this 4,50,000. Now next option is combination. Now it is an era of combo, right? Buy 2 get 1 free, buy 3 get 1 free. Similarly here also in accounts also there is a combo offer for when it comes to dealing with this kind of situations. So here combination means totally we have received applications for 7,50,000 shares. Some amount of applications we will go for full rejection. Say for example 50,000 we are going for full rejection. After 50,000 is gone from 7,50,000, how much will remain? 7 lakh will remain. 7 lakh shares we will go for pro rata allotment. So that means out of the total applications, some number of applications we will go for full rejection, some number of applications we will go for pro rata allotment. This is how we are going to handle this kind of situation when it comes to combo cases. Most of the time when it comes to boards, they will be asking combo cases only. Now we will go and see which out of these options, which one they have adopted. As you can see here, shares were allotted. First they are saying like this: oversubscribed by 1,50,000 shares. Applications for 50,000 shares were rejected and the application money was refunded. So what they are saying? So first data that we can extract from here is, so I'm just drawing a line here. Hereafter I will be explaining with reference to the question. So 50,000 shares got rejected and the application money was refunded. That means 1,50,000 rupees we are going with refund. 1,50,000 rupees we are going with refund because we have gone with full rejection. Now keep this in mind. Totally we have 7,50,000 7,50,000 shares applications with us. How much is there? 7,50,000 shares applications are with us. Out of that 50,000 they are going with what? Full rejection. That means 7,50,000 minus 50,000. How much is there? How much is there? 7 lakh shares were there. 7 lakh shares are there. That means still we have how many shares extra? 1 lakh shares extra. 1 lakh shares applications extra. Right. So we need to know what they are doing next. So as you can see here, excess application money received with the applications was adjusted towards sums due on first call. So here as you can see here, excess application money, they are saying that we will be using it for first call. Which applications they are talking about here? Excess application money, because already they said 50,000 shares were rejected, application for 50,000 shares were rejected and money was refunded. So for 50,000 shares, out of this 7,50,000 applications that we received, 50,000 shares applications they are going to refund. After that, they have split the share applications into two categories. As you can see here, category 1, those who have applied for 4 lakh shares were allotted 3 lakh shares. So next we will see about those people. So already we know that this is one category of people where we are going with refund. Second category, those who applied for 4 lakh shares, we are giving them 3 lakh shares. Remember, totally applied shares is how much? 7,50,000. Out of that already 50,000 is gone. So 7 lakh 50 minus 50, now still we have 7 lakh applications to handle with, 7 lakh shares applications to handle with. Out of that 7 lakh shares applications, 4 lakh shares applications we are going with 3 lakh shares. That is what is given here, right? Those who applied for 4 lakh shares were allotted 3 lakh shares. What is this kind of allotment called? Before we discussed, when the number of shares applications are more and the number of shares allotted is less, that kind of allotment is called what? Pro rata allotment. That means second category of people, they are going with pro rata allotment. This case is full rejection. So by now itself you must have got it. Which alternative, which option are they adopting? In this case, they are adopting combo offer, which is everyone's favorite. So combo offer is being adopted by them. Combo offer means what? Combo option means what? They are, some shares they are completely rejecting, remaining shares they are going with pro rata allotment. So as you can see, those who applied for 4 lakh shares, we are giving them 3 lakh shares. Now coming to the third category, again one more category is there, right? Even though category 1 2 is mentioned there, we are discussing it in a different way, so we can classify them into three categories. First category was 50,000 shares who didn't even receive a single share. Second category is category 1. According to the question, category 1, they applied for 4 lakh shares and they are being allotted 3 lakh shares. What is the meaning of the word allotted? Let me make it clear to you. Allotted means these are the shares, these are the number of the shares that they are giving to the people. Next is category 2, remaining applicants were allotted the remaining shares. Nothing is given, how many shares were applied, how many applications are remaining. For that only I told this calculation, 7 lakh 50, all those things. Okay, so 7 lakh 50 means totally we had 7 lakh 50,000 shares. Out of that 50 is already gone, 4 lakh is also already gone, because these are all applications that we received. 7 lakh 50, already 50 is gone, which makes it as 7 lakh. Again 4 lakh applications also we have handled already. 7 lakh minus 4 lakh, how much is there? 3 lakh. That means number of applications in the third category is 3 lakh shares, and they were allotted with the remaining shares. That is what is given. Remaining shares means what? Here 4 lakh shares applications were allotted with 3 lakh shares. Remaining applications were allotted with remaining shares means how many shares we had in total? We had in total only 6 lakh shares, right? Out of that we have allotted only 3 lakh shares, that also to category 2. First category we didn't even allot anything. As you can see here, first category we did not allot anything. Second category only we started giving shares. Totally we have 6 lakh shares, but we have given them 3 lakh shares to one category. So how many shares are still remaining? 3 lakh shares are only still remaining to make it as 6 lakhs. That means totally we had 7,50,000 applications, 7,50,000 shares applications. Out of that 50,000 shares applications we have rejected. So which once it is gone, we are remaining with 7 lakh applications. Out of that 7 lakh applications, 7 lakh shares applications, we have done accepted 4 lakh applications and given them 3 lakh shares. Again remaining applications were 3 lakh again, because 7 lakh was already there with us. Out of that 4 lakh we have already adjusted. Now remaining is 3 lakh applications, 3 lakh shares applications. Remaining number of shares is how much? Because total number of shares that we have is 6 lakhs. Out of that 3 lakh is given to one category, means remaining category will have only 3 lakhs. So 3 lakh is given to them, right? So that is the concept behind this question. This is how you have to split up. Hope I made that concept clear. Now excess application money received with the application was adjusted towards sums due on first call. What did I tell? When we are going with pro rata allotment and all, the extra money, as you can see here, 4 lakh they applied, but they are getting only 3 lakhs. That means 1 lakh shares application allotment money is with them extra. 1 lakh into 3 is how much? 3 lakh. This 3 lakh rupees, are we going to refund? We will refund, but first we have to use that money for what purpose? They are saying excess money was adjusted towards sums due on first call. After application allotment, next installment's name is first call. Next installment's name is first call. So when it comes to first call, what are they going to do? We are going to use this 3 lakh rupees for first call. First you will see how much they have to pay for first call, then we will use this money. If still extra money is there, this money was enough to cover first call, means we will see. So how to check that whether this 3 lakh rupees, how much will be used in first call? For that we need to do a calculation again. I am just making the calculations easy for you. As you can see here, first call amount is how much? We will check. First call amount is rupees 4. As you can see here, first call amount is rupees 4 per share. So this category 2, according to our categorization, category 2 people, they have applied for 4 lakh, but they have been given with 3 lakh only. So 3 lakh shares, 4 rupees they have to pay, right? On first call, 3 lakh shares, 4 rupees only they have to pay. That means which will give us how much? 12 lakh rupees. 12 lakh rupees they are supposed to pay. This is the amount they should pay for which one? First call, right or not? Yes. 3 lakh. From where I got this 3 lakh? Because the second category people, they are supposed to pay only 3 lakh. We are just taking the example of only second category people, then we will come to the third category people. So second category, they have to pay 3 lakh into 4 rupees, 12 lakhs, right or not? Out of this 12 lakhs, how much they have paid already extra? 3 lakh rupees. That means after removing this 3 lakhs, still they have to pay how much? 9 lakhs. So this is balance to be paid. Balance to be paid. Okay, balance to be paid. So as you found here, there is, after the 3 lakh rupees is adjusted, they are still yet to pay 9 lakh rupees. As I said earlier, suppose the 3 lakh was sufficient to cover the entire first call money of them, then what we will do with the remaining money? Just imagine that their first call money was only 2 lakh rupees. They have to pay only 2 lakh rupees, and the extra money that they have paid is already 3 lakh rupees, which is according to our calculation, it was 3 lakh. Just I am asking you to assume a case. So if it is 2 lakh rupees that they are supposed to pay, and we already received 3 lakh from them, still 1 lakh rupee extra is with the company, right? That extra money has to be refunded. Extra money has to be refunded. 1 lakh rupee has to be refunded. So while refunding the amount for this 50,000 shares, at that time, along with that money, we have to refund the second category's amount also. In that case, in this current situation, this case is not coming, because after adjusting or after using the extra money that they have paid also, we don't have any extra money still remaining with us, because still they have to pay 9 lakh rupees. So that is the adjustment here. Now how to show this show that this 3 lakh rupees is going to first call. Okay, that we will discuss soon. So that will come to that part. Now just look at the third category people. They have applied for 3 lakh shares, they received 3 lakh shares. Are they coming under pro rata allotment? No. Are they coming under rejection? No. These people, we are going with a case called full allotment. Or simply we can say that all the shares that they asked for is being given to them. That means have they paid any extra money? No. Only two categories of people have paid extra money in this question. First category has paid 1,50,000, which we don't have to keep because we have not given them any number of shares. So this 1,50,000 directly go to refund. Second category of people, they have paid 3 lakh rupees extra, that we cannot refund. We have to use it for the next installment, which is actually first call. We will be using it there. And third category, they have not paid extra money at all. Now the question is how to show this 3 lakh is going to first call. So how to show that and how to record this refund also. So remember, when it comes to first call, we are not going to show the entire entries and all. We will be discussing, as I mentioned earlier. Today, after this today's discussion, you try solving the question yourself with the idea that you got. We will be discussing the main parts, main things that you have to remember, so that you will also have a clarity on how to solve this kind of questions. Everything is being taught to you at this moment, like one by one. It will create, I don't think it is effective at this point of time. You just understand the concept and you try to apply it while solving the question. All the major things, all the major queries that may arise while solving the question are being addressed in this video. Okay. So as you can see here, now how to record this 3 lakh rupees. So when you are recording all these things, the extra money adjustment and all, always remember in the second entry of the installment method. Installment method means what? You are recording all the transactions. That means when we are receiving, when you are issuing shares, money can be collected all together also, money can be collected in installments also. This question follows installment method only. So installment methods, second entry only we have to show this adjustment of extra money for being used in the next installment or for refund, whatever happens, all these transactions, all these changes, all this movement of money will be shown in the second entry only. So second entry when you are writing, and as this question is a little bit unique, I will say the first entry just for you to just listen. Bank account debit to share application and allotment account, that will be the first entry. Usually we will write bank account debit to share application, which will not be followed here. Bank account debit to, here equity shares is also mentioned, so you can add the word equity also in the entry. So bank account debit to equity share application and allotment account, that is the entry that you have to pass. Bank account debit to equity share application and allotment account. How much money are we supposed to show? We have received applications for 7,50,000 shares. So 7,50,000, application allotment money is 3. So 7,50,000 into 3, 22,50,000 we have to show in the first entry. Right. The 7,50,000 into 3, we can split it into 3 categories. First category is 50,000 into 3. Second category is what? 4 lakh into 3. Third category is what? 3 lakh into 3. If you are doing all these things and adding it also, you will be getting how much? 22,50,000. If you have doubt, you can check. 1,50,000 is here. Then 4 lakh into 3, 12 lakhs. 3 lakh into 3, 9 lakhs. So 12 lakh plus 9 lakh, 21 lakhs. 21 lakhs plus 1,50,000 will be getting 22,50,000. So first entry is done. Second entry, when you are writing, second entry alone I will show here. Equity share, application and allotment account, debtor 2, equity share, capital 2, some amount we are using to refund, some amount we are using for the next installment, which is first call. The first call's money we can transfer to another account, which is called calls in advance account. Calls in advance account, because it is first call and second call, which is excess. We are going to use it for first call and second call. So obviously for that purpose, if we are using any money, that amount can be shown as calls in advance. Why are we showing it like this? because extra money what we received is going to be used for first call or second call. When it happens like that, you can mention it as calls in advance account. Next is to bank. What is the purpose of bank here? This calls in advance is used for recording the 3 lakh rupees which we are going to use for first call. Bank is used for which purpose? Refund. Refund means how much we are refunding? 1,50,000 rupees we are refunding. Equity share capital, always remember when you are writing equity share capital, the face value part of the installment only should go. Face value part of the installment is how much? 3. 3 is the first installment. 3 rupees completely is face value only. 3 into how many shares actually we have. So we have only 6 lakh shares, so which will give us 18 lakhs. Totally here 22 lakh 50,000 will be coming. Okay, this is how we have to record the second entry. Up to this, I hope I made it clear. Okay, now next thing that you are supposed to do is Rakesh, to whom 6,000 shares were allotted out of category 1, failed to pay the first call money. His shares were forfeited. These forfeited shares were reissued at 13 per share, fully paid up after the second call. So they are talking about one another shareholder who, so we will just analyze his case first. Rakesh, to whom 6,000 shares were allotted out of category 1. Which is category 1 according to the question? Our category 1 is different. Questions category 1 is those who applied for 4 lakh shares were allotted 3 lakh shares. That means according to our calculations, our working notes, that is category 2. Okay. So Rakesh, who belongs to category 2, he was allotted 6,000 shares, failed to pay the first call money. So what is happening? He was allotted with 6,000 shares. Allotted 6,000 shares is given. What does it mean by allotted 6,000 shares? That means as he belongs to the category 2 according to our working note, he is also a person who has applied for more shares but got less shares. The actual number of shares that he received from the company is 6,000 shares. 6,000 shares. That means he has applied for more money, and they are saying he didn't pay the first call and we cancel the share. First call means which installment? Second installment. Second installment is how much? Already we found. Second installment was 4 rupees. Already it is there in the question itself. So 4 rupees. 4 rupees he is not paying. So the next thing that why this topic is difficult is sometimes you will think like 6,000 shares. 6,000 is the number of shares that he got. 6,000 into 4, 24,000 rupees he didn't pay. This is the assumption that we make sometimes. Is it like this? 24,000 is the amount he didn't pay. Is it like that? If when they say Rakesh, to whom 6,000 shares are allotted, who belong to the category 2 or category 1 according to the question, if he didn't pay the first call money, if they say like that, does it mean that for the entire 6,000 shares he is not paying the 4 rupees? Is it like that? No. Why? Because actually he belongs to a category where totally we have received more applications. That means he also has applied for extra shares, and his extra money is used for which one? First call. Because we are already using 3 lakh rupees for first call. In this 3 lakh rupees, whose amount is also there? In this 3 lakh rupees, in this 3 lakh rupees which we received extra, we are having whose money also? Rakesh's money also. So we need to find it out how much money is used. So we need to, for that purpose, we need to find out first how many shares has he applied for. For that purpose, if you want to find out the applied shares, what you are supposed to do is, first you write the allotted shares here, multiply, just put an into mark, go to the category where that person belongs and take the values depending on the answer that you need. So here, as you know, allotted is already given, we need applied answer, right? So here the category where he belongs to, they have applied for 4 lakh shares. So multiply with that value which is equivalent to the answer that you are expecting. That means value equivalent to the answer in this category is applied value only, because we are going to find out applied values. So applied values total you write there and just put a division or just draw a line. Below that, in denominator, you write the other value. Other value means what? Other value is allotted value. Allotted value you can write here. So this is how you have to calculate the allotted. If it is it is how you have to calculate the applied. If you want to calculate the allotted, just reverse it. 3 lakh will come on top, 4 lakh will come at the denominator. So you will be getting 2000 into 4, that means he has applied for 8000 shares. 8000 shares. That means he got 6000 shares, he applied for 8000 shares. How many shares extra money has he paid? 2000 shares extra money has he paid. Sorry, he has paid. So 2000 shares extra money means extra which money? Application allotment money, 2000 into 3. So extra is 2000 into 3, 6000 rupees. That means 24,000 is not the amount that is not paying. 24,000 already we have adjusted 6,000 rupees. So we, after adjusting 6,000 rupees, what is remaining? 18,000 rupees is pending in the first call. That 18,000 rupees is the amount that he has not paid. I'll repeat once again. What did we do first? First we found, or first we wrote the number of shares that is allotted to that person. Then what did we do? We found the applied shares. When it is applied shares, we found that it is how much? 8,000 shares. So difference between these two is 2,000 shares difference is there. The 2,000 shares difference is there. So what company will do with this 6,000 rupees which he paid extra, 2,000 into 3? Company will utilize it for the allotment only. That means this 6,000 rupees which we calculated is already included in this 3 lakh rupees which we used for which one? First call money. 12 lakhs we need to receive. In that 3 lakh we have used. In that used 3 lakh rupees, whose money is also there? Rakesh's money is also there. That is how we found that 6,000 rupees is used for this one. So remaining is how much? 18,000 rupees. 24,000 was supposed to be paid, but actually now we have used 6,000 rupees. So obviously remaining is 18,000. 18,000 rupees is what they have to pay. So that amount he is not paying. That is the meaning of the question. Remaining, you know, calls in arrears. When it comes to calls in arrears, you know, 18,000 you have to show it as calls in arrears. Next, I will go with the forfeiture entry. His shares were forfeited. So when you are passing the entry for forfeiture, basic entry will be obviously equity share capital account debtor, then securities premium account debtor. Securities premium account debtor will come when premium is not paid, because we know that he is not paying the first call money. He is not paying the first call money. That is what is given in the question, right? He is not paying the first call money, and they are not saying his shares were forfeited. The forfeited shares were reissued at 13 per share, fully paid up after the second call. Read the statement clearly. The Rakesh, we have waited for him to pay the first call money. After that, immediately next sentence that is given here is his shares were forfeited. That means when is the forfeiture happening? What is forfeiture, by the way? Forfeiture is a situation where we are cancelling the shares because of the non-payment of one or more than one call, one or more than one installment. Okay, so here they say when are they forfeiting? Because we have one more installment to go. First call is there, second and final call is also there. Second and final call only we are going to collect the premium. Did they say when it is happening? Nothing is mentioned. And his shares were forfeited. The forfeited shares were reissued at 13 per share, fully paid up after the second and final call. That means once this Rakesh share get forfeited only, they are going with the second and final call. That is the meaning of that. After second and final call was made, they are going for which one? Reissue of Rakesh shares. Okay, that means when you are cancelling the shares or forfeiting the shares, the entry should be passed immediately after the first call entry. That means when you are passing the entry, what should be the entry? Equity share capital account debtor. Securities premium will come here? No, securities premium should come normally, but here in this question we have not called securities premium. We are going to call it only in second and final call. When it is second and final call, Rakesh is not there at all. Rakesh shares are not considered for second and final calls installment. So equity share capital account debtor, to share forfeited account will come, to calls in arrears also will come here. Most of the time you will have one doubt, Why securities premium is not coming? Because securities premium is not paid. You must have learned like that, right? When securities premium is not paid, we have to show securities premium here. It is not like that. Securities premium asked and not paid means obviously we have to call. Here that is not happening. We are not even going to ask this securities premium to Rakesh. That is why it is not coming. Now in share capital account, how much we are supposed to show? Total face value of the share that we called before the forfeiture. Before the forfeiture, if they say that first call amount is not paid and his shares were forfeited, up to first call whatever was the amounts, that only we have called. That means up to first call means first application money was 3, allotment money was only 4. Application allotment was 3, first call money was 4. So together it makes as 7 rupees. That means so far we have asked only 7 rupees from this person. 7 into how many shares we are cancelling? Can we cancel 8,000 shares or can we cancel 6,000 shares? Which shares are we going to forfeit? We can cancel only the shares that is given to Rakesh. How much shares we have given to Rakesh? 6,000 shares. So 6,000 into 7 only should come in equity. 7, why it is coming? The face value part of the shares that we have called up so far. We have asked so far. 6,000 into 7, 42,000. Similarly, share forfeiture account, we have to show only the amount that he has paid already. He has applied for 8,000 shares. So 8,000 shares, 3 rupee he has paid in total. So 8,000 into 3, he has paid already 24,000. Call scenarios, how much will come? Already we found call scenarios amount 18,000. I'll change the color, 18,000. So 18,000 will be coming here. So 18,000 plus 24,000, it will give us 42,000. That part is done. Now the next thing that you have to note in this question is remaining entries up to this entries. All the other entries are normal entries only. After this, when you are passing the entry for second and final call money due, because forfeiture happens now, reissue happens after second and final call. So when you are writing the entry for second and final call due, you should not consider Rakesh share in that list. That means until this case, until the case of first call, you will be calculating the due entries. Due entry means, for example, first call due. What will be the first call due? 6 lakh into first call amount was how much? 4 rupees. 6 lakh into 4, 24 lakhs. This is how you will be writing the amounts when it comes to due entry. Due entry means what? Equity share first call account debit to equity share capital. That entry when you are passing, how much amount you will be writing? 24 lakhs. Now after cancelling this Rakesh share, when you are writing the next installments due entry, you should not consider the number of shares as 6 lakhs. You should consider it as 6,000 less. 6,000 less means 6 lakh minus 6,000, 5 lakh 94,000, and you have to go for 6 rupees. 6 rupees is the last installment, 6 rupees. So why 5 lakh 94,000 remaining? You know, share securities premium also will come. So that split up I am not saying, but this one 5 lakh 94,000, how it is coming? Because already Rakesh shares are cancelled. That is the reason. So 5 lakh 94,000 into 6, 35 lakhs 64,000. 35 lakh 64,000 only you have to show. If you are showing 6 lakh into 6, that is 36 lakhs. Okay, 36 lakhs, then the answer is wrong. Then again, receiving time also, you will be receiving only this 5 lakh 94,000 into 6 rupees only. Then after that, next thing is last thing. After this only you have to pass the entry for refund, reissue of the shares. The forfeited shares were reissued at rupees 13 per share, fully paid up. Now we need to see, initially when we started the discussion, I told that discount will not come. At that time, I also said one statement, we are not discussing about reissue, we are discussing about the first time issue of the shares. So here what is happening? We are reissuing the shares. Reissuing time, it can be reissued at par, it can be reissued at premium, it can be reissued at discount. It can be reissued at par, premium, discount. To check it, we need to check the statement. Forfeited shares were reissued at rupees 13. At rupees 13 means issue price of the shares. That means next time, that means reissue, when we are making the reissue, when we are doing, issue price is 13 rupees. That is the meaning of reissued at rupees 13 per share. Now we need to know what is the face value. Face value and issue price, when we are comparing only, we will get to know whether it is issued at par, premium or discount rate. So face value is as it is mentioned fully paid up here, face value will be 10. So difference between these two is 13, that means 3 rupees. That means here also we are reissuing at how much? Premium of 3 rupees. Here also we are reissuing at a premium of 3 rupees. So that entry we need to pass, and I'm not going to that entry. Bank account debtor, that means calculations I am not telling, just entry alone we will discuss. Bank account debtor to share capital, equity share capital to securities premium. And don't forget the last entry also. What is the last entry? Forfeited shares account debit to debtor to capital reserve. So capital reserve calculation, how to do that? We need to check first. You remember this formula for calculating the capital reserve. First you remember the formula: amount forfeited by number of shares forfeited into number of shares reissued. Okay, amount forfeited, okay, minus one more thing I'll add, amount used. So what are we going to do here is, first we will do this part, amount forfeited divided by number of shares forfeited into number of shares reissued. As you can see here, what are they doing here? His shares were forfeited. The forfeited shares were reissued at 13 per share. Means when you are doing this formula, okay, whether you have to do this formula or not depends upon the number of shares that is reissued. Here, how many shares were cancelled, forfeited? 6,000 shares. How many shares are reissued? They said the forfeited shares were reissued. I will show the question again. The forfeited shares were reissued. That means all the forfeited shares were reissued. Clear? All the forfeited shares were reissued. That means in that kind of situations, no need to use this formula. But most of the times, why I wrote this formula and asked you to note it down is, most of the time all the cancelled shares will not be reissued. So in those kind of situations, we can use this formula. So at that time, how you are supposed to fill up the amounts? Amount forfeited means what are the amount? Here also, if you are applying this formula, I will apply in this current situation and show you. So amount forfeited means, while cancelling time, you know, share forfeited account we have kept 24,000. That is the amount called amount forfeited, divided by number of shares forfeited. Number of shares forfeited is how much? 6,000 shares we have cancelled into number of shares reissued. 6,000 is coming here. As both these amounts are same, that is why I told no need to use this formula. This is how you have to put the formula. Minus amount used is coming. Used means this forfeited shares, whatever amount we have kept in forfeited shares, can be used for covering the loss, when loss which is arising at the time of reissue of shares at a discount. Here we have reissued the shares at a premium of rupees 3. Premium is not a loss, it is a profit only for the company, or it is an extra income, extra amount that the company is receiving. So for that purpose we don't have to use any amount. But if any amount is used for covering the discount and all, that amount can be deducted here. Suppose we have used 1,000 rupees, the 1,000 can be deducted here. Balance amount we have to transfer to which account? Capital reserve account. Okay, so what is the entry? Forfeited shares account debit, or share forfeited account debit to capital reserve. That is the entry. So in this question, what will be the amount? 24,000 will be the amount. We have not used any amount. 24,000 completely will be going to capital reserve. I hope today's discussion, I am not again going to start from the beginning to make this video lengthy. Just go through the video again and again and go through each and every points that we discussed and keep a note of it, so that you will not miss any of these areas while solving the question. So I wish you a very best again for your board exam preparations. So thank you.